What is up, trading table? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, I got break evened. Here's a trade I took. It was enter at the open of this candle. I think stop was, obviously stop was fucking break even. And then the take profit was somewhere up here. I don't know. I'm going to go back through and show you guys why I took the trade. Obviously, you know, if I didn't go break even, it would have went up. But there's a good reason why I went break even. Kind of stuck to my plan, if you will. Anyway, yep, gonna be going over why I took it. So this morning we had news at 8:30, which I believe was PPI. I'm not gonna check because I really don't care. We had news at 8:30. That's all that really matters. Made a news candle. So yeah, going into today, I was also bearish. Why was I bearish? We swept out Asia high during London session, and look at all these bearish PD arrays. Boom, bearish PD array. Boom on the 15-minute. There was more on the hour, I'm pretty sure as well. Yeah, hourly gap, bearish for value gap here. Was there a 4-hour? I'm pretty sure there was. Yes, there was. Bearish 4-hour. Was there a daily? Was there a daily? No, there's not a daily. That was a joke. Of course, there isn't a daily. Anyway, yeah. So bearish coming in today. We had so many bearish PD arrays, order cocks, bearish fair value gaps, whatever. So yeah, around like 8:30 with that news candle, we swept out Asia high. I'm going to take this out because now Asia high is irrelevant. It's been swept. But we took out that liquidity, and then we had some resting London highs, some like relative equal highs on London, which we swept with the opening candle of New York session. We could turn these stupid ass colors off now. And then price just dumped. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to mark out. Jeez, bro, why does it always do that shit? Also going to mark out these levels, right? So I didn't think we were going to come down and take London low. Like, obviously we did take London low, which I was pretty surprised to see. But yeah, I was kind of watching this area for like liquidity. I really didn't think we were going to come out and take London low. But yeah, we came out, took London low, which was nice. So that, what does that mean? Guess what? There's like pretty much like no other, well, I guess this previous day low, or that might have been like a new week opening gap or some shit. I don't know. Well, we ended up taking out, yeah, we ended up taking out this low. I guess that was the only other low, and like there's no way, like look at the difference between these two. So that's why it wasn't relevant. I don't even think I looked at that low. Yeah, it's 127 points, which we did end up taking, but for the AM session, like I really didn't think that was gonna happen, and that really didn't happen. I guess it kind of did because it happened before PM, but whatever, bro. I wasn't fucking worried about Monday's low when we had London lows right here. I knew we were gonna rebalance because look, listen, when price dumps like this, you need to rebalance, bro. It can't just, like do that. Well, like it can, but typically it should rebalance. So yeah. So yeah, look, if you see rebalance and then kept dumping, whatever. Bang. We've rebalanced. So we have to, what am I saying? Bro, we have to rebalance price, okay? All right. So look, boom. What happened? We swept out that London low, right? And then you see all this liquidity here? You see all this? I think you could even see it on the 5-minute too, bro. See all this, bro? I wanted all this to get swept out before I entered. Because yes, we swept London low. Now we have all this stupid ass internal liquidity that I don't want it to fuck up my trade, bro. Okay? I want to make a new low, and then I want to enter off an inverse for value gap. So I can be successful as possible. So what did we get? All right. Boom. We're chopping out. We're accumulating. How does the market move? AMD, motherfucker. AMD. Accumulation. Manipulation. Down. Taking out these internal lows. Right? Boom. These lows are now swept. We also had equal lows. And I really don't like trading against equal lows, so I really wanted to take that shit out before we like went. And on top of all this, bro, look at this SMT with ES that we had. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it. I think it might be better on the 15-minute. I forgot which time frame I was looking at it on, but bro, this SMT was insane. Like literally a free confluence, and now I can't find it. Wow, isn't that just remarkable? Let me get rid of this. All right, where I think how I did it was, dude, I don't remember how I did it. Oh yeah, okay, no, I remember now. Okay, so if we look here, go back to the 1 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So if we look here, right, we got London low here on NQ. Where's London low on ES? Like let's just go off the same candle. So this was London, for fuck's sake, bro. No, not that. This candle here, that was London, like, well, the equivalent of London low on ES. I guess you could have used like these, even if you use those candles, still would have been a crazy SMT. Now look at this, bro. You see that? You gotta have an eye for this kind of. You see that? Look at that. Look at the difference between this, right? So we took out that low. What happened here? Whoa. What the hell? What the helly? We did not take out shit, bro. Crazy ass SMT that was not filled. So we'd been like low key, like I forgot what I was looking at. It's easier when it's like the live chart. But we were just creating like the biggest like crack and correlation ever on these two assets, bro. And it was completely unfilled. You can't have a bullish SMT that big and it's just prices dumping. Eventually, like price is going to rebalance. That's another really good confluence. A, price has to rebalance after we dump. B, we have an SMT to confirm that. Okay. And then what? We manipulated down right here. What did we make? A 1 minute fair value gap. These are my favorite types of entries because you make the fair value gap and then inverse it right away. So you don't have to deal with no 2 minute fair value gap, bro. It's beautiful. You don't have to deal with that shit, which I really like. I hate like it improves the win rate so much if you go and find the highest time frame up to like the 5 minute fair value gap and wait for an inverse on that. But it's a pain in the ass, bro. 1 minute is my favorite time frame. I like the 1 minute. It's very nice. And then even if, bro, some people like to wait for a retest as well. I don't. I literally just market ordered like here. And then I had my stop originally. No, I didn't even put it that low. I was so confident in this trade. I know you're thinking like, oh, you got stopped out, right? You're a fucking shit trader. No, hold on. If we go to the 5 minute, look at this. We have this bearish fair value gap here, right? And then we had on the 15 minute, there's so much like shit on the chart right now. It's like low key starting to piss me off a little bit. Let me get rid of this inverse fair value gap. On the 15 minute, boom, we had a 15 minute untapped fair value gap. So we had obvious liquidity resting above an obvious magnet, an obvious draw, right? We need to go up. We need to correct that imbalance before we continue pushing lower. So I entered with my take profit. I normally like to do like a tick below or like a couple ticks below. I think I had it at like 63 just because it was like scratching my brain that it was even. I didn't want it to be like 63.25 plus like 0.25 is what on NQ $10. I don't know if I did that right. A quarter of 20. So $5. Yeah. So it's $5. What was I saying, bro? What am I, quarter of fucking $5? Yeah, so that was my take profit, right? The take profit was correct, obviously, because that's the obvious draw. The only issue is this 5 minute fair value gap kind of fucked shit up. This 5 minute bearish fair value gap really, really fucked shit up. You can't just kind of ignore this, bro. Because like, look, we rejected it very heavily. So I was hoping for an inverse, but once we tapped into this bearish fair value gap, first of all, that was already 17 points in profit. That's already for a 2R, which is, I don't even trade like 7R is just stupid. Like this was a really good setup. I normally don't have like R's like risk to reward this good. I guess technically as well, normally I have my stop loss at candle body that inverses the gap. But even then, that's a 3R. I normally don't have those, but that's what I got today. But that 5-minute fair value gap, you can't, bro. You just can't ignore it. You don't want to be, here and then price doesn't rebalance and we do push lower to take out some other, random ass low. Like, yeah, imagine we came down to take out whatever the hell this was. You know what I mean? Like, that was a possibility. What was it? Super probable? No. Is it possible? Yes. So that's why I went, as soon as we tapped into that bearish for value gap, I went break even. Take my risk off the trade. If it works out, it works out. If not, bro, it's whatever. So yeah, went break even. I got break even, and then price ran to take profit. It happens. It's whatever. There's no reason you should be having like your risk like on this once you tap into that bearish value gap, just because it's a bearish value gap, and we've been bearish all morning. And if you trade reversals, you're already kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage. So yeah, we also had these internal highs that we swept. Yeah, so it was like, we're obviously going to run up and rebalance, but is it going to be right now? Obviously nobody knew that at the time. So yeah, went break even. Not mad at it. That was a W ass trade, bro. It's a really, really good trade. Really good risk management. And it happens, bro. You break even and then price runs straight to take profit. Does it piss me off a little bit? Yeah, bro. Of course it pissed me off a little bit. Am I like really gonna like be like, damn, man, I really should have just kept my stop, and maybe I should have fucking extended my stop loss. I should have fucking bought 2 more contracts on the retest of the inverse value gap. No, bro. Cause like at the end of the day, bro, it's whatever, bro. Tomorrow's a new day. But yeah. So I took that trade. That's how I got break even. And then the market dumped again, as you can see. Another good trade here. I just spotted, bro. Did I spot it? No fair value gap was made. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Today just sucked, bro. I'm just kidding. Today was good price action. Very refreshing. It got a little bit concerning for a second during macro. Dude, what I've been noticing is that at all-time highs, we just don't do shit during macro, and then like after the macro, just price just rips. But yep. We'll see if there's news tomorrow. Investing.com. Dude, what the hell is this? What the hell? What's that other one? Forex calendar? Forex factory? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, how do you filter? I don't use this shit. Red folder only. USD only. Apply. So yeah, tomorrow we got news at 8:30 again. We got unemployment claims. Once again, bro, I'm going to be contributing directly to this. I am a statistic. I am part of this 233. That's me, bro. That's me. That is me. And I'm proud of that shit. So yeah, unemployment. Yep. I'm contributing to that. So yep, got that tomorrow. Tomorrow should be another good day. But yeah, that's all. That's why I took this trade. I kind of dragged this video. So yep. Catch you guys in the next one.